It's not that easy, my friend. Some background, I was talking about the effects Donald Trump's tariffs would have on our trucking company. We haul exclusively bulk agricultural exports from the Midwest that get shipped by rail to the West Coast because the commodities are sold to the Asian market, predominantly China, right? Vietnam, the Philippines, places like that, but predominantly China. China buys an absolute shit ton of agricultural commodities from U.S. farmers. And if tariffs are placed on Chinese imports, China has already said they're going to retaliate by putting tariffs on American exports, which would hurt farmers who are able to export their goods to China, but that they would also shift their buying of bulk agricultural commodities away from the United States and back to nations like Brazil. And Brazil has been, as I've said in numerous videos, since the last time Trump put tariffs in place and China started buying a bulk of their agricultural commodities from Brazil, Brazil has cleared even more land since then to make way for even more farmland, more crop row farmland, so that they can have an even bigger share of the global agricultural commodity market. Our farmers are already competing with Brazil more than they ever have before. And if China says, you know what, as a retaliatory effect, fuck it, we're just going to start buying from Brazil again, along with Russia making up a significant portion of some of those the excess there, then it's going to damage and devastate the agriculture industry in this country. As a result, it's going to damage and devastate our trucking company. Now, this person says, pivot your business to other haulage. Well, first things first, other haulage would be things like imports, right? Well, imports are going to suffer as well. If we're putting tariffs on all, he wants to put tariffs on Canada, Mexico, China, and the entirety of the EU. Imports are going to take a fucking nosedive. And what's left of the imports and what's left of the exports are going to be fought over and scrapped over by everybody. And the rates are just going to go lower and lower and lower and lower and lower until the market takes out, however many trucking companies it needs to take out. So, A, it's not that easy. B, we own and maintain and staff trucks, but then we lease those trucks to a carrier. We don't have our own IDOT number, and we don't have the insurance. We run under somebody else's authority and under their insurance. So the carrier would have to go get the different work. And it wouldn't be easier for the carrier to do. Once again, it wouldn't be any easier for them to do than anybody else to do when the imports take a hit, right? It's going to have a massive effect on the trucking industry. It's going to have a massive effect on the supply chain industry as a whole. It is going to have a devastating effect on agriculture. What are you going to tell farmers? Just pivot your business into some other type of farming? Not that easy, my guy. It's not how it works. So if Donald Trump's tariffs actually come to fruition, yeah, watch for the trucking industry to suffer. Watch for the ag industry to be devastated. Watch for the supply chain and export industry as a whole to be devastated. Watch for the import market to just take an absolute fucking nosedive. And then all of the ripple effects that go with that. Keep in mind, all of those people, the truck drivers and the farmers and all those people, when they make their money, they go out and they spend it in their community. Now they're not making that money. Now that money isn't going out into the community, and that ripple effect is going to be devastating. I'm telling you, it's going to be, if he gets his way, it'll be devastating. If it's all just talk and he never does anything about it, and China doesn't go buy its agricultural commodities from Brazil, and our exports don't take a dip, then everything keeps spinning. If he actually imposes these massive tariffs on these countries, we're going to take a big fucking hit. And it's not going to be just so easy to just pivot your business.